After an afternoon spent with their father in downtown Cortland, Ohio, shopping for red licorice at Cupid's Treats, and after lunch at the Ping Ping Palace, Lily and Junebug dozed amid the flowers and grasses of a low green hill. Their house is just visible far and away in the distance. Mudpup the dog barks and chases a butterfly. They didn't know the names of the flowers in which they lay. Pollen-dusty daisies, wild violets, cornflowers. So Junebug named them herself, touching a finger to the soft center of each. Carnation, Lily, and Lily, she said again, touching the cinnamon-freckled nose of her little sister Lily. And Rose, she said, plucking a quite unrose-like stem of Queen Anne's lace from which a fat bumblebee lazily arose. Lily and Junebug discussed the chubby gray clouds that move across the azure sky. One looks like a teapot. One looks like a crazy sneaker, its toe curling and uncurling. One looks like Junebug and Lily's Aunt Vera. "Look," yells Lily, "it's Aunt Vera." Oh, how I'd love to be in her stinkberry patch, smelling the yummy smells, the icky bugs biting my arms, Aunt Vera making marshmallow ambrosia, the charcoal bricks giving me black fingers. The Cortland Carnival was filled with bright lights and smells both good and bad. Lily and Junebug visited the big yellow tent with crazy drawings of girls with mustaches and guys with feet like a duck's. There was a snake charmer named David and a girl named Trixie with a brassiere with 3 cups. The music passed over them and they walked to the Ferris wheel. There was a clown with a spooky laugh perched above a water tank, and he dared Lily and Junebug to try to get him wet. They ate some candied apples, pizza with mushrooms, and giant pink afros of cotton candy. Lily stepped in a big brown pile by the elephant's cage, and they knew then that they should be getting back. They said goodbye to the turtle boy, and he sweetly waved to Flipper, asking them to come back again tomorrow.
Bonjour, darlings.
The night was sweetly scented with peony and pea blossom. Its shadows made it seem as if they were underwater, and night noises came from every direction. Quietly at first, and then louder, they heard crickets chirp and toads croak and the other noises that made each night a poem. They could hear moths unfolding their wings and the lights of fireflies flaring on and off to show where they hid in the rhododendrons.
I've seen the greatest flies of my generation squashed for their lights on the sidewalks and kept in a mayonnaise jar jails. Flash broken, lights gone out, all for the sake of some child's costume. She's on her way to the Five Pigs ball. I've seen my brother's powers zapped. In an instant, our powers as earthbound stars at the whim of any child's fingertips. But we do shine, yes, yes, we do shine. In all our glory as earthbound stars, and as long as the moon shines white every night, so shall my butt shine green. Light my way to the fireflies sing. Off the five pigs, 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 off.
Dig it, man.
Yeah, man, it's cool, Daddy-O.
Crazy.
Sous les pierres, la plage.
The clothesline blew in the breeze and the skirts and brassieres and handkerchiefs fluttered like ghosts. Mud Pup barked and chased the dark sleeve of a man's jacket which hung on the line. The moon began to rise and hung over the backyard like a silvery coin and looked down on Mud Pup singing sweet songs.
Mud Pup, Mud Pup. On cachait un viseur torché et savon gâté. Mud Pup, et doggy. Mud Pup, Mud Pup. Mud Pup, Mud Pup. Doggy shake it all around. Mud Pup, doggy shake it all around. Mud Pup.
But may I take your order, please?
Miss Vera's life was a long series of magical stories, like shiny dull pearls on a long, long necklace. She would drink out of a special clear glass on a long stem with an upside-down pyramid at the top and tell stories about New York City. New York City had places with gleaming names like the Rainbow Room, Pearly Palace, or the Tiki Hut. Her voice got all sweet and sugary, and she would tell of ladies in shiny green dresses who sang under a single spotlight, and the song was so sad and true that everyone, even the fat man with the goatee who played the drums, would squeeze out a single big tear. She would tell about the billion winking, shining, blinking, bright bulbs of a street called Broadway. A broken heart for every light, she said and sighed, rearranging her pink-flowered bathrobe. In the wardrobe were what seemed like hundreds of dresses, silky, svelte, trimmed with fur or decorated with hundreds of tiny pearls, buttons like big diamonds or blue glass, a fox who clasped its own tail in its mouth and of which Lily was very afraid, hat boxes filled with dusty hats covered in twining leaves with grape clusters, slinky nets on black hats that covered one eye, shoes with crystal clear heels or toes which curled up at the ends and were made of orange and purple rhinestones. Glamour, Aunt Vera said. Glamour, Lily and Junebug said, and ran pink or red lipstick all over their mouths.
I am an educated person. I am a magazine reader.
In the wardrobe were what seemed like hundreds of There were pictures of young women dressed in yellow chicken feathers and decorated with seashells. One was of Aunt Vera herself in a mirrored bar, her head thrown back, laughing, her lipsticky lips smiling as a man in a dark suit leaned forward to light her cigarette. Her pretty, pretty face and her short curly bob were reflected a dozen times, back, like a girl in a cereal box who holds a cereal box with herself holding a cereal box, and on that box is herself again holding a cereal box. Aunt Vera had been married 3 times, each time to a man named Bob. Bob number 1 was a tall man with wavy brown hair who sang in the Lizard Lounge downtown. Bob number 2 owned an ice cream parlor called Cupid's Treats. He used to make towering strawberry cones with an animal cracker stuck on top for Lily and Junebug. Bob number 3 had a small blue car that he was always washing with a hose in the driveway. Bob number 2 sent 12 roses of the palest pink to Aunt Vera on her birthday, no matter what. He called on the telephone sometimes, and Aunt Vera would laugh and roll her eyes at the jokes he made. He still loved Aunt Vera, and made her little carvings out of bars of soap and left them in her mailbox. Or sometimes he decorated her car with flowers. He lived on the edge of town, in a small yellow house with his dog, Peanut.
that band? He's that swinging cat. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Lily and Junebug liked to go to Aunt Vera's very much, and sometimes spent the night sleeping in her large wooden bed. Her bed had a towering headboard and tall, big footboard, both of which were carved with twining fruits and gentle, sad-faced angels. A cloud of tulle cascaded from each corner of the canopy. Her voice was so sweet and rough like a cat's tongue. She let Lily and Junebug bounce on her bed and try on all of her feather boas and hats and satiny dresses, pink, green, yellow, blue, and costumes from her Rockette days, spangled and belled and golden. They would look in the mirror and pretend they were dancers and kick their legs and sing songs. You needn't be so mean, baby. They patted white powder all over their faces and stuck their fingers in jars with silver and gold lids. There were bottles containing shimmery liquids with mysterious names from Paris or Spain or maybe Mars. Jean Pateau, Balenciaga, and Chanel No. 5. The wardrobe creaked when they opened it, and a smell, like roses maybe, like lilies maybe, or like everything sweet maybe, came out and circled around the room. Dooner was Vera's son. He had a motorcycle and a silk aviator scarf. Lily and Junebug liked him because he was tall and had a face like a movie star, and used to sing songs and play the guitar. He sang songs about girls named Lurla Lou or Pitapat or just plain Mary. Once a week he would stand in front of the bathroom mirror and shave. He would watch his reflection and flex his muscles and smile, running his hand over his smooth chin. Dooner lived in an apartment in downtown Cortland, and there he listened to rock and roll 7-inch records and wrote poems to a girl named Monica. Monica had red hair and long, skinny legs and painted beautiful pictures of butterflies and buttons and the man in the moon. One of her paintings, featuring an island in the bosom of the blue ocean covered in twining red roses, a Venus surfing in the foreground on a big slimy shell, hung over Dooner's narrow bed.